It's also widely recognised that it is almost impossible to get the attention of the senior managers out of the short term and focused on the long term, where they should be playing most of the time, if the weekly integrated tactical planning process is either absent or weak. And nothing has exposed companies' lack of this process more starkly than the ongoing COVID landscape. We've been asked a number of times about what the challenges are a good integrated tactical planning process will help companies with. The biggest challenge that a robust integrated tactical planning process addresses in organisations is to have the right people making the right decisions at the right time. And also knowing what the trigger points are for escalating should those decisions be outside people's designated authority. Ultimately, this results in the senior team trusting that plans are on track unless they hear otherwise. We had one CEO asking for daily sales and market share reports from his senior team to stay close to the ground. But if the plan signed off in the monthly integrated business planning process were being effectively managed every week by the integrated tactical planning process, then there's no need for the senior team to waste their time at that level of detail. The other challenges physical goods companies tend to be constantly trying to manage are ensuring great customers' delivery performance, right-sizing inventory, and at the same time minimising stock write-offs. The often unrecognised benefit of integrated tactical planning is that it is a BAU process designed to manage those problem areas versus the often seen project-based approach that throws people and urgency at the problem in isolation, which often results in some wins in the short term, but those hard-fought gains are usually dissipated after the project's closed off. Integrated tactical planning takes an integrated cross-functional lens to those perennial problems, which means sustained results and benefits. The other value of the integrated tactical planning process is that it's relatively quick to set up, and then the weekly cadence drives improvements in fundamental metrics such as customer service, inventory turns, and demand plan performance in weeks rather than months. The caveat is, though, the business will still need a higher level management framework to set direction and adapt to strategy in our ever-changing environment. But suffice to say, in the short term, the results can be stunning. The real target, however, are those people who are at the forefront of executing the company's latest business plans. The four core roles represent the product plan, the demand plan, the supply plan, and our customer plans. These roles have a wealth of knowledge and capability about executing plans, and through the integrated tactical planning process can be liberated to get on and do their job to their fullest extent. Others who would also benefit are finance, who are often chasing numbers for the latest estimate on where the month or quarter is going to land. Those numbers should come straight out of the integrated tactical planning rolling 13-month horizon. Similarly, operations and logistics managers trying to get a view of the volume coming through for the next 2 or 3 months. Integrated tactical planning plans will guide them. Sales managers unsure of how they can capitalise on opportunities should go through the integrated tactical planning process to ensure that the doability of that opportunity and ensuring any knock-on effects are understood and proactively managed. Overall, anyone interested in how to effectively join the dots from business plans to execution would benefit from reading the Integrated Tactical Planning book. The subtitle wraps it up nicely. It will help companies respond to change, increase competitiveness, and reduce costs. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.